All right, welcome to another episode of Woman Crush Wednesday, and today I'm crushing on Miss Desiree. I like calling you Desiree sometimes. I know I call you Des all the time, but Desiree, I don't know, it seems more like prestigious. I don't know. How do you feel about Desiree? Do you care?
I prefer Des, but yeah, Desiree is fine. That's, my given name.
Yeah, it is.
Don't call me, I hate Desi though, unless you like really know me or like, you gave birth to me, maybe you can call me Desi.
Desi to me sounds like a 7-year-old, so I see you as a woman.
It's just very intimate when people put the like E on the end. It's like,
I mean, I got a crush on you, but I ain't trying to be intimate with you. So
yeah,
we good.
yeah.
All right, so if you have been following me on my Facebook page, you have seen me work with Des before. And she is a wonderful hairstylist here in the community and so much more. Like, I know that is your profession, the field that you are working on, so we call you that.
Yeah.
But this girl is a creative genius, okay? I'm just gonna put that. No, I'm a painter. I like the way that you think and the photo shoots that we have done together are amazing. And I know there's so much in there that you just wanna spew out. But the route that you're on right now, and the profession that you're in right now is hairstylist.
Yes.
And what was it like 5 years ago, maybe more than that? You weren't a hairstylist at all.
Less than that. I've been a licensed hairstylist for not even 2 years yet. And I've been, and I left my previous job, which was I worked in sales and marketing for Cisco Foods, and that was 3 years ago.
Yeah.
So.
And you didn't live here, right?
No, I'm from New Mexico.
Okay. From a, what did you say, sales and whatever marketing
sales
person?
And marketing, yeah.
To this hairstylist, creative genius that you are now. How did we get started?
It's actually funny. When I went to beauty school, it was for the purposes of, I was gonna use beauty school to pay for nursing school. I was gonna go back to nursing school.
Okay.
And I got into beauty school and I was like, oh my God, it was just so much fun. Because I've always been artistic and I always wanted to be in the arts, but my just growing up, it was always like art isn't a way to, like, it's not gonna pay the bills.
It's not a real job. I've heard that before as well.
Yeah. So then just once I got back into creating, even at the level of hair, which is actually like combining all my favorite things, people, art and science. Like I'm a total nerd.
And styling, like you can, in my opinion, see somebody's hair and go, this is what I'm about to do to it. And then you do that thing to it.
Yeah, styling was what I felt the most uncomfortable with. I love color because to me, it's like painting someone's hair through chemical reactions. It's like the most beautiful way to create art, I think, so.
So this is how you know she loves it. You just said it's painting through chemical reactions. Like I've never heard any hairstylist, but literally anybody say that. So I love that about you because Des is super, super into it. And so when you made your transition from the sales and marketing that you were doing to do hair, were you at all scared? Like, what am I doing? I just quit this life.
I was making money and I was good at it.
Yeah.
I was pretty decent at it. I was bonusing, you have to hit certain goals, and once you hit your goals, you get bonuses, and that's how you make money. And I was growing my area pretty quickly, and so when I decided to quit, it was mostly because I looked around and everyone I worked with looked like they were about to have an aneurysm. And they hated their job, and I just thought, oh my God, they've been doing this for 10 and 20 years and they hate what they're doing, and that's gonna be me. I would go to work trying to be positive, like, boost myself up. It's gonna be a good day. And then I get, I go to lunch with my work buddies and they were so miserable. I'd come home in tears, like, I hate my job.
Yeah, like, I don't wanna be that. Whatever that is, I don't wanna be.
Yeah.
So then you made your transition, you did the leap.
Yeah.
And it was to do nursing. So is the nursing dream over because you're like, this is it now?
I would be a terrible nurse.
Okay.
I love science. I love anatomy. I love the human body is amazing. Just how complex it is. I've always loved that. But I would be a terrible nurse. I faint when I see blood. I throw up. If someone's throwing up or there's poop, I can't even sometimes talk about gross stuff without wanting to faint or throw up.
And you thought you was about to be a nurse.
I got my CNA in high school, and
Yeah.
I literally at one point fainted in the middle of class giving a presentation on the effects of methamphetamine in the middle of class.
Yeah.
I would be a terrible nurse.
Yeah. Okay, so we're glad that does not do that, which is
that dream's
so
over.
weird because even thinking of you, even as a nurse or a sales and marketing person, I cannot see that for you. Like I see you as this artistic, just like I said, creative genius. And so, as you know, we've talked about my videos in the Woman Crush Wednesday series off of video, and I've told you that I want these videos to be inspiration for somebody watching who has that dream. And people are always like, well, how do I start? Where do I go? What do I do? And that stops them because now they're in fear of following that dream. So how did you go from sales to, I'm gonna be now this hairstylist? Like, was there one day, or did you take 2 weeks to think about it, or?
I don't even remember looking back. I just remember thinking, I gotta get out of this job and I need something different. And I've kind of always been looking at the next step. And so I just decided I got to get out of this job. And then once I got into beauty school, it was just I was like, whoa, I like this a lot. And then it just sparked something in me, and I just wanted to create. I just thought, here gets to be this whole new version of myself. And I really just hit the ground running. Within the first 3 months of school, I organized a fundraiser and I shaved my head. And
I did see those pictures.
Yeah, that was literally like, to me, it just was like fresh start, kind of like Phoenix type thing. Like, I
love it.
Why not? Let's shave my head. I always wanted to try it out, and it was something crazy that you just always think in the back of your head, maybe I'll do that someday. And I just, screw it, let's do it.
And that's what I love though. You did it, and it has led you to here. So obviously you had to move, which we don't have to get into the reasons why, but you did it. And now you're here and you're creating and you're making your life of it. Has there been any like hardships though, that you had to overcome?
Oh God, yeah. I'm a single parent with 2 children. I've been a single parent for 6 years, so deciding to leave my cush job, which I did plan pretty well. I felt like how I was going to support myself through beauty school, and you just can plan all you want. It doesn't always work out that way. But I had this idea that, I had my savings, and, I paid my rent up for like 6 months, and I was supposed to get a student, it was supposed to be a grant coming in at the like 6-month mark of school. And I hit that 6-month mark, and I was having difficulties communicating with the financial aid office. And long story short, that grant did not come through. It didn't exist, apparently. They had given me some misinformation. And so that money I had planned on for 6 months was gone. On top of that, my ex-husband, who was paying child support, lost his job. There went that income. I was so poor. And then right about at that point is when I get my dream job. I had decided that I wanted to work at Blue Salon because they just have an amazing culture, and they focus on education and all the things that were important to me. They had here. I needed to be here, and so I got the job. I mean, I beat out quite a few people. The interviews were crazy, like 12-hour interview.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
for a hairstylist. Not to diminish it, but I thought you just were like, hey, if you have a spot open, can I rent the seat?
No, it was hard to get hired.
Oh, wow.
So when I got hired, I knew this was my only opportunity probably for the next year. So I lost pretty much I had no money. And and the way that the government works with like financial aid and stuff, you can't get TANF if you're not working 20 hours a week. With Blue Salon, I had to drive to Yakima on the weekends. I was also still in school. And I wasn't supposed to graduate until forever from then. So I was trying to get done early so I could start working full time.
With 2 kids, mind you.
With 2 kids. So I was going to school for like over 40 hours a week. As many hours as I could put in, I was at school.
So you could graduate as soon as you could.
Yeah, and I did end up graduating early. But at one point, it was the worst winter that Washington decided to have the worst winter.
Oh, that was like 3 years ago then.
Yeah.
Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah, that was the worst winter that they've ever had.
Yeah.
Of course, it's when the girl from New Mexico moves here.
Yeah.
And so
welcome.
How
do you like the weather? Yes.
And so I'm driving to Yakima. I had just this beat up Tahoe that it was just terrible. I'd never driven in snow before, so I'm driving back and forth, and no money, and I had to go stand outside of a church for hours, 2 or 3 hours, and beg them pretty much to pay my rent.
Oh, I was like, were you praising God? What was we doing for that long?
I
Okay.
mean, the whole, everything leading up to, I just knew though, I could not quit the job I had, which I was in training, so I was making like minimum wage. I was making nothing.
Yeah.
And I just knew I had to work here, and like I just couldn't go. I could have easily quit, gone back to marketing. I could.
This is too hard. This is I don't.
Yeah. Gone and waited tables.
Yeah.
Or gone to a different salon.
What kept you going then during that hardship?
Picture. I just know. You just gotta know you can do it. I mean, you'll find a way. You'll find a way. I mean. If you want it bad enough, you know, and I did, and literally I've never had so many blessings hit me. Like, yeah, it was hard. I'm not gonna lie, it sucked.
A lot of tears, a lot of I'm
there
sure.
were days where I didn't know, like, you know, are we gonna have food? Are we gonna be able to pay is our power gonna get shut off?
Yeah, wow,
but there's so many resources that I'm just very blessed that I was like I never knew existed, and people were so wonderful and generous. And,
So you had a good community, and that's, you know,
it
takes a village even when you're older.
Yeah.
You know, they say that about raising kids, but it definitely, as you are older, even when you're 30 or something, it does take a village. So I'm glad that you had that. This is before I knew her. So I'm like learning this as you're learning it as well. So I like what you said there. About what kept you going in the hardship. It was the bigger picture, and that you just have to know.
Yeah, once you resolve to do something.
Yeah.
There is no maybe I will. If you decide to do something, everything else doesn't matter. You will find a way. You'll find a way. Yeah. You know, so that was the important thing. I knew I had to work here. I just knew it. So
and it's worked out for you. Look where you are now.
It's worked out.
Right. What a blessing that you're actually seeing the results of all the hard work. Do you feel like you're seeing it? I mean, maybe not put words in your mouth.
Yeah,
but
it's like beyond my expectations, because I just have been doing what I love, and it's fun, and I just wanted to do fun things and create with people that I love, and never in a million years thought I'd be winning an award about
for doing it.
Possibly, never in a million years did I think that would ever be, especially with the people I'm up against are like just crazy talented, amazing women. So,
and I think it's a good, you know, and maybe you can attest to this as well, a good self-esteem booster. Once you look back and go, wow, look at all of that I conquered. Look how strong I am. And then it makes you face other things with, well, if I did that, I can also do this.
You know, the crazy thing is, ever since I was a little kid, I kind of have always had this like monologue that, you know, if something bad happened and I'd always get through it, and I'd be like, well, that's gonna be a good chapter in my memoir, you know? Like kind of a like, you know, I love adversity. I think it's the best way to come up, you know, because you just have such a more interesting story. And anyone who knows me knows I've got some stories. I got some stories. So
all right, so somebody watching, like I said, these videos are for you, and hopefully it inspires you to follow whatever dream it is. And listen, everybody's dream, whether it's to be the best hairstylist or to be the best mom or to have the cleanest house, I don't know, whatever your dream is, all you have to do is start. And I hope that this inspires you. So do you have any words for that girl watching, that woman watching? It was like, I have this dream, but help me, Daz, inspire me.
You know what, honestly, I think the first step for following your dreams is to like know yourself, like really work on you, and really, you just really have to start. You have to decide you're going to do it. You just have to take that first step and just decide that nothing's going to stop you, because people will give you a million reasons why you will not succeed at it because they didn't succeed or
which
whatever.
Des has gotten before.
But you know what? It's not about that. It's because that's not you, and their dream isn't your dream. So there's no, unless they are exactly who you want to be, there's no way that they can tell you how to be the best version of yourself.
Like
That's
that.
why it's so important to know you.
Yeah.
And it's so important just to trust in you, that little voice. We were just talking about this. God gave you an opportunity, and your gift to him is doing something with that opportunity.
Yes. Yeah. Yay, Des. Well, thanks for being another one of my WCWs. And thank you for watching. And if you would like, please share this video. And you're also on Instagram. I would love for you to follow my girl.
At Desiree_Rose. It's
There we go.
DES.
And I'll put it right here. It'll probably be like right there, right now. Exactly.
Right here.
Exactly. All right. Thanks for watching.
Thank you.